Hi, Francis here again on day 2 of the YouTube 10-day challenge. And the topic today is what led me to multi-level marketing or network marketing. I prefer the latter, network. I love networking. And it has been a journey, and I love that word, journey. You'll find out from me that I love words. But anyway, it has been many years that I've been involved in business. As I mentioned last time, I've been self-employed for the last 14 plus years, but was always had a desire, always had an interest in business. And while at times I would be doing it, at other times I would have work or a job. And what I felt with the jobs were I enjoyed them, but I always felt like I didn't quite fit in. I'll say that, and as well I'll say I'm not so sure I fit in this school situation as well. But nonetheless, I've learned a lot from both. And while doing that, part of my responsibilities at some point in my career after my education was recruiting. And someone then saw me doing that and recruited me into their business. And that's how the entry into the multi-level marketing business began. I got involved. However, I didn't really enjoy necessarily the products that were being promoted in that business. And so ultimately I loved the networking, but not necessarily the products that were being promoted. So I did that for a while and then went back into the industry of recruitment, human resources, etc., but always still thinking about what else to do. And then I would say my second experience came years later, always, as I said, looking for other things. And that was in the wellness and beauty industry. And I decided to give it a try again. And again, it was another industry that was, I guess, when we look at it now, it was the old model, which does make it very difficult to be able to survive in that type of industry, as others have said in their videos. But still liking the industry, still always looking for that extra thing. I kept on going, and then I had two businesses I was involved with, assisting, and one was a marketing retail environment, which I met the person that has invited me into this current business, Angie Findlay. Angie and I met through that business, and she recruited me into her Avon business. I was looking back at my old notes, and I found where she's been a persistent contact person for me. She's always kept me involved in what she's been involved with. I became a client of hers, or customer of hers, for Avon, and she was a client at mine in my business. And we kept in touch. I moved out of the city where that business was and have been where I'm currently living for quite a number of years. But Angie always stayed in touch with various things that she was involved with. Sometimes I'd have a laugh and think, oh my gosh, Angie, not this one. But eventually this year, she approached me again about this new network marketing business, Live Good. And at that time, I told her that it sounded good, but I had some goals on my plate, and I didn't want to deviate from that. So I was interested, however, give me some time. And she did her diligent duty. She kept on me, and I asked her at that time what the industry was about, and she said health and wellness. And I thought, great, because as we're aging, and with undiagnosed issues that I was experiencing, I had been investigating about my health for quite a while, quite a few years. And so that was right up my alley of something that I would be interested in doing. She kept in touch. As I mentioned earlier in my last video, I I visited Florida and stayed for 6 months. And during that time is when I did my research about Live Good. And she kept sending me information periodically throughout the time. And so here we are. Well, I see that we're at the 5-minute mark, Jesse Garcia. Thanks for advising us of that. And so I'll leave it here. I'm sure in the next 7 more or 8 more videos, there'll be much more to tell. Thanks so much for listening.